first on the Gulf Coast with breaking news and weather. Fox 10 Live starts now.
I really thought we were going to die. It was that scary. It was like an earthquake. It was just the plane was shaking so hard, and then it would stop, and then it would start again. So it was kind of traumatizing.
I can only imagine. A scary flight from Salt Lake City to Amsterdam ended with that emergency landing after turbulence in the air sent service carts and unbelted passengers slamming into the ceiling. The plane landed in Minneapolis, where it was met by medical teams. Of the 65 people on that plane, 25 had to be taken to the hospital. Most have since been released. For those on board, it was a crazy ride, especially for those without their seatbelts on.
We hit the craziest turbulence I've ever seen in my life.
There was a little girl across the aisle from me that was just terrified. She screamed, "We're going to die, we're going to die." So I was trying to keep her calm.
Wow, the Federal Aviation Administration and the National Transportation Safety Board are investigating. I think that, thankfully, again, everyone is okay. For the most part, no major injuries. But if that were to happen to me, I don't think I could ever get on a plane again. How horrible and scary are those moments, especially for that little girl. Had to be very traumatizing. Well, welcome into Fox 10 Live today. It is Thursday. We are so glad you could join us. We have a lot to talk about today, and we want to continue on with some trending stories for you right now. In Central Texas, local leaders are facing tough questions from state lawmakers following the deadly July 4th floods that killed at least 136 people. Homes were just swept away. Entire communities in low-lying areas were devastated by the rising waters because many say there wasn't enough warning to get people out in time. The Kerr County Emergency Management Coordinator answered questions from the committee. W.B. Thomas has been accused of being asleep during the deadly flood, but he says he was out sick at the time.
I stayed in bed throughout July the 3rd and did not participate in the regularly scheduled 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Texas Emergency Management Coordination Center coordination calls. My supervisors and Sheriff's Office leadership were aware that I was off duty.
Well, ahead of today's hearing, the mayor of Kerrville also said he was not on that call and had not seen a 1 a.m. email about the emergency. Lawmakers are also set to hear from leaders in other affected counties and cities. Lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs want a judge to overturn his recent convictions or grant him a new trial. They made the request in a motion filed on Wednesday. Now, earlier this month, a jury found Combs guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, but he was acquitted on more serious racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking charges. In the filing, Combs' lawyer argued the encounters were consensual, not prostitution, and the music mogul had no financial motive. Combs' sentencing is set for early October. Justin Timberlake is opening up about a serious health scare. In a candid Instagram post, the 44-year-old revealed he was diagnosed with Lyme disease while on his Forget Tomorrow world tour. Timberlake described the bacterial infection as relentlessly debilitating, both mentally and physically, saying he experienced nerve pain, fatigue, and sickness, and even considered just canceling the shows. He pushed through, wrapping the final leg of the tour this week in Istanbul. Timberlake says he's usually private about his health, but shared his story to raise awareness about Lyme disease, which is spread through tick bites and can cause serious symptoms, including fever, body aches, and swollen lymph nodes. Timberlake said at one point he had to decide whether or not he could continue performing and was glad I kept going. That's a quote that he said. And some of you may remember he's not the only Justin to have this. Justin Bieber opened up about having Lyme disease as well, and just the toll that it takes on you mentally and physically. So it is not fun, as Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber have both recounted those events. So prayers that they both can get to feeling better. All right, we want to check in with Jen now for a look at what the weather is doing right now. Jen.
Well, thank you, Shelby. And just a reminder, right now is a great time to go ahead, download the Fox 10 weather app. That way you're staying updated with the forecast and everything that's going along. You can already start to see that hazard alert at the top there. That's going to be signifying the heat advisory that is in effect for today, once again in effect until 6 o'clock. But right now we are starting to track some isolated showers out there. Keyword isolated. Really, we dropped down the rain chances earlier this morning because the futurecast was keeping us so dry for today. And really, that's exactly what's playing out. The majority of those showers just taking place on the Florida Panhandle. But look at how spotty they are. Areas just closer towards Pace starting to see some of those showers up towards Munson and Campton. But really, Mobile, Baldwin counties staying dry for the most part. And these are not impressive showers. Very light to moderate rain out there. As we do get further along into the rest of this afternoon, potential is there, small potential to see some of those rain showers beginning to pop up closer towards Mobile, Baldwin counties. But then as we make it further along into tonight, we get closer towards sunset. That rain coverage, the chances for that will begin to fizzle out. So any potential for some later showers will continue to drop down. Rain chances, however, will be higher heading into tomorrow and as we do get closer towards the weekend. So do keep that in mind today, really bringing in those lower rain chances. Heading further along into this evening, if we see any of those isolated thunderstorms closer towards 5 o'clock will be the better chances for that. Again, can't fully rule that out in Mobile, Baldwin counties. But just looking at those low chances, especially closer towards that northern portion of Mobile Bay, has the higher potential. Later on for this evening, we will start to see those temperatures slowly cooling down to the mid 80s by the time we get closer towards 7 o'clock. But coming up in just a little bit, I'll talk more about your Friday forecast and what I'm tracking heading into the weekend.
Talking about the Friday forecast, you're not even going to be here.
I know.
We're going to talk about it a little bit later on in the show, but this is Jen's very last newscast here at Fox 10.
Yep, that's exactly in a full capacity.
Right.
Yeah, I'll be filling in from time to time, but as you mentioned, we'll talk more about that in just a bit, and I'll hold back the tears. Once again, it's been a very bittersweet, emotional day.
Yeah, well, again, we're going to talk about that later, but now it's our last year story together where we share some pictures that you guys have sent us in, so let's show some of those off. Kelly Woods, ooh.
Wow, oh, you see it on the side? Yeah.
At first, obviously, you're looking at the lightning strike, but then look to the left of that. She quotes this perfect combination, Mobile Bay waterspout and lightning, and this is Middle Bay Lighthouse, she says.
Wow, can you see the lighthouse in the photo?
I don't know, not from our angle, of course.
But it's very small for us, so.
Okay,
wow,
yes, it's in there.
That is Kelly, crazy. One of our regulars, but to be able to capture that.
How do they do that? Do you think it's a video and they screenshot the video?
Possibly. That is very impressive. Kelly, I need you to go ahead and frame that.
Submit it for some award somewhere.
Yeah.
That's a really good shot. Very scary. Obviously, you don't want to be anywhere near that lightning strike because very, very, very dangerous. And the waterspout either, really.
Yeah, wow. And so we actually got in more photos and videos of the waterspout. This one from Evan Grovenstein. Waterspout spotted over the Grand Hotel.
Oh, wow. Very ominous looking there. Yesterday was so weird. We were talking about this earlier today, but over in Baldwin County, we heard thunder really loud as I'm putting Baker to sleep last night around 8 o'clock, but then it didn't really rain.
It didn't. Yeah, we were watching a movie and we kind of had to pause and be like, wait a minute, that was thunder. And it was really loud after that. And yeah, not a single drop at our house, but over there in Daphne. And Joe was in Spanish for work too, and he said the same exact thing. He said loud thunder, but didn't get any of it.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Luckily, we didn't see those water spouts.
Exactly, yeah.
Somebody else sent another one in, and we want to show it as well.
Oh, it's a video.
A video. That's, wow.
Look at the blue sunny skies behind it.
That's a really good video. Jim McLean sends us this from Point Clear. It's the water spout from his point of view.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a crazy looking sky right there. I don't want to see that.
No. At least when it doesn't, and I'll take it in a water spout form.
yeah, not a land, thankfully.
Yeah.
So very cool stuff there. We appreciate all these pictures of the water spouts and the lightnings and everything in between, and we continue on with some really good ones.
Yeah, so this next one is from Easton Olivier, lightning in the distance from Bayou St. John. Wow.
That's really cool. I love like the
spider look to it.
The spider effect to the lightning bolt.
It's almost a purple color too.
Very ominous and dark. Again, Easton, I want to know how you got this captured.
Yeah.
What kind of camera did you use? Did you take a video and then screenshot it or do a time lapse?
It almost looks a little brighter too at the very bottom there underneath the banner. So I wonder if it was kind of going down to the ground as well. There you go. You can start to see.
Oh.
Yeah, look at how bright it gets.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
Well, this next one is from Donna Arnold, and it is 2 pictures. First is sunrise on Beck's Lake in Cantonment, Florida, and then the second is skyfire in Pensacola, Florida.
Okay, those are magnificent, and I'm glad to end on a better note.
Yeah,
The lightning's really cool.
Yep.
It's nice to see beautiful shots like that where things are a lot calmer and relaxing and serene.
And you get the full circle. You get the sunrise right here. It's going to be the crisp, or I want to say crisp. I don't think it's going to be feeling crisp out there, but it's a crisp picture. And then you have that fire sunset later on in the night, and so that looked nice.
Very beautiful shot.
I'm trying to remember the saying. Orange skies at night. It's the Sailor Delight one.
Yeah.
I know it normally.
Doesn't Jason know that one? He's over there.
Red skies at night, sailors delight.
There you go. Red skies at night, sailors delight.
Sailors take warning.
Orange skies in the morning, sailors take warning.
There you
So
go.
there you go. It was a beautiful beach day today.
Okay, I love that. Learning something new every day from this team. Well, thank you for sending in your pictures and videos. Those may be the best we've seen, like, from start to finish. Those were some really good shots.
Those were fantastic. So thank you to everyone for sending those in. As always, if you have anything that you want to submit, you can do that on our website, fox10tv.com, or by downloading the Fox 10 Weather app. We'll continue to share some of those, and I'll even continue to share some of those on my social media, too.
All right.
Even after I leave.
Well, oh, gosh.
I know.
That's what we're going to talk about after the break. We've got some news stories that are headlining across the nation. Also, we're going to be talking about Jen's last day and sharing some pictures and memories as we wish her well and say goodbye for now.
Exactly. Keyword for now, but we'll be right back after this.
Committed to you. This is Fox 10 Live.
Welcome back into Fox 10 Live. Gates to one of the largest music festivals in the country open today.
Lollapalooza 2025 is kicking off in Chicago's Grant Park. Big names like Luke Combs and Sabrina Carpenter are scheduled to perform.
Look at everybody pouring in right there. Reminds me of Hangout Fest.
It does.
That we have
It
here.
does.
You can watch the show live if you can't be there in person. It's on Hulu. Lollapalooza formed in 1991 as a traveling farewell tour for the band Jane's Addiction. Have you ever been to Lollapalooza?
I have not. I've been to Chicago for a music festival.
Okay.
Spring Awakening. So a little bit different music genre there. That was back when I was in high school, though. But so much fun. Great big names this year. I would love to see Sabrina Carpenter live.
Jealous of everybody when I went to see Taylor Swift in New Orleans.
Yep.
And I was on the first night, and Sabrina Carpenter came out the second night. Dadgummit.
So close.
All right, the largest active volcano in the Northern Hemisphere erupted after the 8.8 magnitude earthquake that struck off Russia's eastern coast.
Time-lapse visuals of Russia's Klyushevska volcano capturing the moment lava began flowing. Observers reported hearing explosions and seeing streams of lava off of its western slopes.
This is another one of those things like lightning. It's beautiful, but very scary and dangerous at the same time. Scientists have anticipated the eruption for some time, with the volcano's crater filling with lava for weeks and the mountain emitting plumes of ash. It last erupted in 2023, but that view right there looks really beautiful, but yeah, you don't want anything coming out and damaging.
I know, and that's just
houses
wild
like
to see
that.
snow there too.
Yeah.
That it's so hot, but snow there.
How does
Just
that
rest on
happen?
top of it. Yeah.
How does that happen? All right, NASA and SpaceX scrubbing today's launch that would have sent a new group of astronauts up to the International Space Station.
The reason? Bad weather. The Crew 11 was scheduled to blast off from the Kennedy Space Center this afternoon on board a Falcon 9 rocket.
The crew's mission, once rescheduled, will be to conduct scientific experiments and technology demonstrations to advance human exploration beyond low Earth orbit, as well as benefit life on Earth. The delay of their mission comes as the International Space Station celebrates 25 years since the first crew arrived at the station.
During that time, NASA says that 290 astronauts from 23 different countries have called the space station home for periods of time, performing more than 4,000 experiments in microgravity.
Crew 11 is expected to try again tomorrow. Jen, I don't know. Is the weather going to be any better for them as they try to do that again?
They are launching in Florida in the summertime.
It's about like us in Mobile.
Exactly. Yeah. So afternoon showers and thunderstorms, I'd schedule it early in the morning. But you can kind of anticipate that that's the pattern that we're going to be seeing here and for portions of Florida. We're all in this together, and that's exactly what we're seeing for today. I will say that our rain chances were lower today. We only had that 30%, but taking a live view outside down in Orange Beach in southern Baldwin County, it's beautiful. Look at all that sunshine out there. The Florida side, so this is looking east. That is where we're seeing the majority of those showers. You can just start to see some of those taller clouds in the distance. That's likely where some of those rain showers are. Temperatures in the lower 90s, a breezy southwesterly wind bringing in more of that Gulf moisture. So it feels like temperatures hot, go figure, or feels like temperatures right now at 102. Here's the good news. The rip current risk at our local beaches, it's low today, tomorrow, Saturday. So in case you were planning on heading out there, it's looking beautiful, even taking the boat out some more calm water. However, water temperatures upper 80s. It's toasty out there, feeling more like bath water. And also those jellyfish are thriving in some of those conditions. Just make sure you're being cautious with that. But also keep up with the space news. Heading into tonight, you once again have a potential to spot the International Space Station. That time closer towards 9:11 p.m. Visibility window about 2 minutes, but you're going to have to head to like an open field over Mobile Bay, even down towards the beach, because that max height is only closer towards 11 degrees, appearing to the west-southwest, disappearing to the southwest. Over the next few nights, you'll also have the potential to spot the Starlink. Not so much this evening. It'll be Friday through the weekend, closer towards that 9 to 9:30 p.m. window. Day planner heading into tomorrow, toasty once again, daytime highs lower to mid 90s. Feeling hot once again once you take that humidity into account, but I am anticipating some higher rain chances for your Friday just in comparison to today. We start off quiet for your Friday morning. Some coastal showers on the Florida side once again possible, and then we get past 1 o'clock. More of those showers and storms, they begin to fire off. Heavy downpours, frequent lightning possible with any of those. But even then, you have decent chances of not seeing anything. I will say, though, inland spots, looking at a decent chance to see some soaking rain later on in the night, closer towards 7, 8, and 9 o'clock. We'll turn a bit more quiet after sunset. Over the next 3 days, that summertime pattern continues. Our team here at Fox 10 will continue to keep you updated over the next few days.
Oh, and she says our team here because she's sort of kind of leaving us to take on another role, and she will be here part-time when we need her. But it's been an emotional day. I watched you earlier on the show with Chelsea and Joe, and the tears were streaming. I was like, oh my gosh. It really is so sad to see you go. Bittersweet, because we're happy for you, of course. But you chose to stick around and do the 3 o'clock with me today as your last show.
I asked Hannah, so is there a chance I can do it? She said, of course. And so to be able to do it one last time, yeah, I was crying during the 10 a.m. show, plus also on midday. Everyone is so sweet. I've been doing this for almost 6 years now. September would have marked my 6-year anniversary, and I've loved every second of it. Yeah. But soon you get to a point, and I know that everyone can relate to this, to where priorities just kind of change a little bit. So it's really the only reason why I'm heading into something new, is just more of that family time, and it just fits into our schedule a little bit better. So bittersweet. I'll be filling in from time to time, but I did want to go ahead and share my journey here. So that's from my wedding that just happened in April, where I got to have my Fox 10 family with me. Chelsea was a bridesmaid. She made me cry then too. Beautiful prayer. She's fantastic with it. But us laughing, just getting ready, and having her there was fantastic. My time through Studio 10, I had to ring my cowbell.
Oh, yes.
That was me and Jason. I was celebrating 5 years. He was celebrating 25 years.
Oh.
Me and Vanessa making that spaghetti through Elf. We had Barbie days back when Barbenheimer was a thing.
Yes. You guys have the most fun on the morning show, of course. It's a little bit more lighthearted than the evening shows, and so you guys are always doing something fun. You've got to do some incredible things, like, what is that Fat Albert? What is that?
That was a Hurricane Hunter.
Okay.
So I got to fly into the eye of Hurricane Ian as it was coming off international, out of Cuban airspace. This was my transition. So this was during COVID, my first time working from home. My transition here, that was my first Fat Tuesday. That's Colleen, who I met from Channel 5 actually, but we were best friends. Michael Warwick, my first time riding in a Mardi Gras parade. He used to be here. He was fantastic. That was my first ever Mardi Gras parade. I scored the beads.
So coming from Kansas City, you weren't used to Mardi Gras, right?
I was not. That was my first live shot ever. Aww. And then I enjoyed this photo. This was November, but we all dressed up for Halloween.
Yes, we all went out together. And really, everybody that comes through the doors here at Fox 10 to work, we become a family. Look at that blonde hair.
That was my first time on air.
Look at that blonde hair.
Yeah, first time ever. and my first day here at Fox 10.
Oh, gosh. I can't believe the journey that you've been on.
Oh, you threw in these ones.
An all-girls team at 4 there for a little while. That was a very fun time. And, yeah, we just always had the best time from working together and being friends and then getting engaged a day apart.
Yes.
And wedding planning and talking about our weddings. It's been so fun just to be able to work alongside you and to share the highs and the lows and everything in between here at work and at home. And I'm so excited and so proud of you. I know that so many people love you out there that don't even know you, but watch you and see you every day and love you, because that comes across so easily. My own dad is always like, I just love watching Jen. She just does such a great job. So I am bittersweet. I'm very sad to see you go, because you're a friend too outside of this.
Yes.
And so I know that you're going to do great things.
Thank you.
Hopefully you'll still pop your head in and do a couple of newscasts here and there when we need you.
Thank you. I hope to. So thank you to everyone for letting me in your homes for the past almost 6 years. Oh, gosh.
No.
Oh, gosh, this is hard. I know.
No.
Thank you. Not from here, but now the Gulf Coast is home for me. And so I'm going to be here. I'm going to be teaching in the Baldwin County School District. So thank you to everyone. Thank you, Shelby, for being a good friend.
Love you.
Love you too.
Love you. And yeah, we're going to be seeing her around, but oh gosh, everybody, if you see Jen or wish her farewell and good
Say
luck
hi,
on social media.
please.
All right. We'll be